this is another chapter full of good stuff. Right and wrong methods of writing copy. It discusses 19 different types of copy, and they range from the incredibly simple to the quite complicated, demanding, and they're all useful. Then he talks about the one that we've talked about a lot, the story copy. Sounds a bit old-fashioned, which it does, but I think the basic idea will always work. He told me I was the girl of his dreams, and I thought he meant it. Now, we all know from, every single one of us knows this feeling, falling in love and wondering if you're going to be betrayed. So that's a good opening, and it talks about how everything goes sour. Different at noon. When he asked me to go swimming the next day, it seemed like love at first sight for both of us. We talked for a while on the beach, but the more we talked, the less interested he seemed to become in our conversation, and in me. Kids are always worried about what's wrong with them, yeah? When he told me he had to leave early, I knew something had changed, but I had no idea what. George, I said, I thought you really liked me. What happened? His answer gave me the shock of my life. And then you can't wait to find out what is that's wrong with it. What is it? Bad breath? Right in the face comes the crosshead. Last night at the dance he said, you looked absolutely great, but now in the sunlight you have just about the worst complexion I've ever seen. Can't you do anything about it? I mean, God, this is real. This is stuff that really bloody works, because people don't change. Then what he calls you and me style of copy, and this is where I'm going to give you a little hint. This is from a very successful firm selling mackerel fillets. Fish has been my speciality all my life. In my many years as a fisherman, I've seen a lot of fish. As you would. Starting with the days when I used to go mackerelling in my father's vessel, I've loved the sea and the good things that come out of it. I remember how father carefully selected the best fish of the catch to take home. I've never forgotten his fisherman's test of mackerel and codfish. Look, either people are interested in fish or they're not bloody well interested in fish. And if they're interested in fish, this is going to work. And indeed it did work. Notice that it doesn't follow the rule that I normally give, which is to say you all the time rather than me all the time. It's telling a story, but there's a recommendation that he gives at the end that I'd like to pass on to you. This is very hard for a copywriting professional to do, but often very easy for a do-it-yourself true believer. If you're such a pro, let the client tell you about the product, take the conversation, then transcribe it as a first draft. I do this all the time. I actually taped, when I was with a client not long ago, a client who sells investments, and I used that tape of what the guy told me, or there were two guys actually, to write the copy. That's really what the copy came out of. That's a good idea. And very often, for many years, I used to dictate all my own copy before it was typed out, the reason being that it sounds more natural. So there's a hint for you. You should try it. It is a great discipline. You really have to think about it.